Let me say good afternoon to you. We want to welcome each and every one of you to this segment of um, not Black Lives Matter. Lord have mercy. I know I'm losing my mind. The sound of blackness. And we are grateful as you are beginning to tune in with us. And we want you to really be interested in the segment that's coming up due to the fact that we have some of our young people that are going to be on. Hi, Michelle. I see you. Um, so we wanted to come on in a little bit to give an opportunity for people to get on. We are on Union's Facebook page, my Facebook page, OBSC's Facebook page, and we're also running on YouTube. And we want to make sure that we get as many people on as we possibly can. Tiffany, how are you? Make sure that you share. I don't know why J. Ron is black. You should see him. He's cutting up in the background, but I'm gonna see how he cut up when I put him in the foreground. Okay. So, with that being said, here's the backdrop behind. Yeah, and we've been doing the Sound of Blackness for the past several months, beginning with Black History Month. And Minister Sarah, how are you? And Robin, how are you? And so we did that uh, in dealing with some of the African American leaders in our church and people who are there who have been through some things. And then we brought another segment of people to be a part of it. And then the last one that we had, excuse me, African American pastors who were on, and that was important for us to be able to do so. Laverne, Carletta, glad that you're coming on, and try to share if you possibly can. That will be overwhelmingly important. I have one, two, three, four. I have five that are on. EJ is going to get off work in just a little bit, and Kalia is on a plane. So we're just going to have to see if she'll be able to get on board. Sister Thomas, good to see you. Gladys, good to see you. Pray for our young people. A few of them are a little nervous. They're not really sure um, what I'm getting ready to do. And for those of you who are older, you know how I roll. You know what I do. You know how I do it. So I'm going to spring some stuff on them. But all I want them to do is be honest. That's all they have to do is to be honest. And Tom, how are you, Minister Michael Williams? Jerron, we got your family on here watching you. Okay, they're backstage. I can see them, but you can't see them just yet. And I think for the most part, they are grateful for your support, for you watching and hearing what they need to say. Zyquese, I need to see you because there you go. Thank you, young man. Deacon Thomas, how are you this afternoon? So again, let's talk about the racial climate that we're in. George Floyd and the rest, all of those things that are going on. And a lot of times we talk about how it's affecting middle-aged and older people. But today, we're going to find out where young people are. We're going to find out what they're dealing with. We're going to find out about their inhibitions and their fears. And I do believe that they have just as many fears as African American male and females, as many others do. And so I just wanted to give this chance. We plan on doing another one next week with another group of young people and then another group of young people so that we can get a myriad of experiences. Darlene, how are you? And we just want to be able to do this and give them a chance. So now Zyquese just disappeared. Okay, well, let me begin to introduce to you some of our young people who are going to be there, and I'm sure that they'll bounce back on when the opportunity presents itself, because I know how internet service is There you go, sir. All right. And we're going to go from there. The first person I'm going to introduce is Serena Pipkin. She is here with us, and we're excited. This is a nice young lady who is a college student. Carolyn, I see you as you're coming on. We have Sarah Ross, who is with us on this afternoon. We have Leontae Bankston, who is with us. And we have the one and only Zyquese Brown, uh, who is with us right now. When EJ gets on, we'll bring him into the group as well. We've already had a discussion on how we're going to proceed. They have no clue what the questions are. So this is spontaneous, which sometimes is the best way to do that. Minister Faye, good to see you. And good to see each and every one of you. I'm going to start with Jerron. That's who I'm going to start with. I need him to be the icebreaker. And I really need you to be honest as I ask this question, because I'm going to ask this same question of all of you. Now, I'm sure some of it will be repetitive and redundant, but we kind of, and then please don't try to piggyback off each other. There's more to this than repeating what somebody else says. But Jerron, tell me, why do you believe that in this, and I need to preface this because not all white people are prejudiced. Mm-hmm. Not all white people are racist. Yeah. So why do you believe that some white people dislike black or brown people?
And my honest opinion, I think it's a combination of some people just being stuck in old times. Some people just refuse to see the equality among everyone else. They just see difference. And some people just don't like some people just don't like what's different because they're afraid of, they claim we're unpredictable, in my opinion.
Okay. Sarah, go ahead, Jerome.
Because what's different, you can't control, and then people are afraid of what you can't control.
Oh, that's, man. Are you taking up psychology? I knew it. I knew it just by listening to you talk. I knew it. I'm like, you picking the brain of folk, okay? Sarah, what about you?
I think it's more so like the color of our skin is like a target to them, and I feel as if they just are like stuck in way back when, like, you know, like there was racism and there was segregation, but like this is now the time, and everything is completely different. And I just feel like they just continue to stay on the topic of them looking at us as a target of the color of our skin, and they just want to be racist towards us. And yeah.
Zyquese, what do you think, sir?
I feel like that black people is popping now, like getting more successful, open up their business and all that, and like they getting jealous how we doing, and they wish they was in our spot or and stuff.
I like that. So it's an issue of jealousy.
Yes.
Okay. Serena, what do you think?
I think the same thing as all three of them, but coming from where I am, learning the background of segregation and Jim Crow from my grandmother who was in those days, and going through what I'm going through at school, it is jealousy, but it's also greed. It's also their positions of where they are. They want to always keep us in the back burner, but the thing is they're using all of our intellectual, our inventions and everything, but they don't want to give us credit. So now that we are crediting ourselves, that's the big issue in today's society now.
I love it. So what you're saying is that we are beginning to identify with who we are. And then we also have our next guest here with us, the great EJ. Thank you for getting off work. I know you tired, whooped and crazy, and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm going to ask you the same question. Why do you believe that some white people dislike black or brown people?
Because they're scared of us. They're scared of what we can do. Like, they know if we unite and really like put our heads together, we can really turn this nation into ours and like make it better, to be honest.
I am amazed. I'm gonna keep going because we're getting ready to dig into this now. You guys have answered tremendously, but I'm gonna start this one out with Zyquese. Do you have a sense of fear when you travel alone, or maybe out with your grandmother or some of your friends?
Yes, because like you'll never know who you gonna run into. Like you can just be walking down the street, somebody might just pull up on you and start doing wrestly slurs or whatever. Like I get scared sometimes. Not gonna lie to you. Like I can be walking down the street and white people can be staring at me just walking, like, and just be chilling, walking down the street. I'm be in fear for my life.
Serena.
Yes, I do feel scared because, looking at the news, we are a threat. Even if we are the nicest persons in the world, they look at us as like we will do something that is very detrimental to their lives instead of them worrying about ours.
Okay, Sarah.
Okay, so where I go to school at, I'm definitely scared. I go.
Central State, yes.
Yes. The location is like Xenia, Ohio, and it's like we go to this Walmart and it's like a bunch of white people work there, but like when they see like black people, like they literally follow us, like they're always having eyes on us, making sure we're not stealing anything, and of course we're not going to steal. Of course we go to the front and pay for our stuff, but I just think it's weird that they just target us. And as the like other people are shopping in the store, but you're targeting only black people. That's a problem.
Wow. Jerron.
Yes, if I'm being honest. Even going to a majority all-white school, I still have that fear present. Because no matter where I go, I've heard the same thing. Until people actually communicate with me and get to know me, I'm always told I have a very intimidating aura and intimidating presence. Everywhere I go, whether it's the mall, the store, even in my own schools and some of my workplaces, I've been told I have a very intimidating face. So people automatically watch out for me because I'm just viewed as a threat and I'm viewed as a danger wherever I go.
EJ.
I'm a little bit different. I'm gonna say no because I don't really have like any instance where I'm like ever really by myself. Cause I'm either usually just at school at home by myself, or at work where people can see and people can witness anything. So I'm never really like by myself. So that's why I'm gonna just have to say no.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the reason why we're here to talk about this. Because even for me, I'm gonna tell you a story. Let me see. Wait a minute. I'm 64. I was 58 years old, driving a white BMW to work, to the church. And I had on a hoodie. EJ, I had on a hoodie. And I got pulled over. Now I'm 59 years old. I got pulled over because they thought I was a drug dealer. Because black folk aren't supposed to drive those kind of cars.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so I watched as the black officer went to the driver's side, but the white officer had on his gun approaching my side of the car. The same thing I did, I taught my boys to do. Put that wallet and driver's license on the dashboard. All of the stuff was already sitting up there waiting on them, because if you make any sudden moves, y'all might not have been talking to me right now. And so at my age, I'm still paranoid. I still see the Confederate flags flying. I still see, I live in a predominantly white neighborhood. I see all of these things happening. And so me at my age, if I'm struggling with it, I was just wondering if you were still struggling with it too, because right now, bullets don't have eyes. And many people have died unnecessarily. Let me get to the next question. Okay, let's see how you roll with this. Is there a bigger threat against males or females who are black or brown? Sarah.
I'm going to say males. I'm only going to say males because it seems like the killings that have happened only targeting black males. Of course, there's females being killed, black females, but it's literally targeting black males.
Jerron.
I believe that as well. I do believe it's primarily males being targeted because from everything I've seen on news, reading reports, it's always a black male that seems to be either arrested, targeted, or unfortunately killed. And we're looked at as a primary threat because we're quote unquote viewed as the first ones to jump into a negative action.
EJ.
I'm gonna say males because that's all you really see. You know, throughout the history, that's all you've seen is pretty much a majority of black males that gotten killed.
Okay. Zyquese.
I'm gonna say the same thing because I think the police officers think we are a threat to them, and I think when they see us, they get scared and think we are automatically a target. Like George Floyd, he was just sitting in his car.
Unfortunate. Serena.
I will have to agree with all of them that the males are the main targets because as is pointed out and evidence has shown that the males are the main targets. Now, nonetheless, females are targets as well, but they mainly go towards the males because they are the strong net of the family and that they are the aggressors.
That's true.
Very good. Very good. Because anytime that you have heard in the news of there being a shooting, it's usually because they felt intimidated by the male's presence. George Floyd was a big man. And they felt intimidated. And I kind of heard Jerron say the same thing about how his presence can intimidate people. And so this is pretty good. Zyquese, let me ask you this question. How have you reacted when you were confronted by racism?
I just kept on walking. I wasn't gonna let that ruin my day.
Let me. Where did you get that from? That rather than speaking your mind or saying, something, you just decide that it's better for you to do that.
Because, like, say if I was to say something to him, I'm gonna be in the wrong. I'm gonna probably get arrested. I'm gonna probably get in trouble. But they're walking away from a situation without nothing. So it's best for me to just walk away. I let them talk them out and not me.
Very good. Serena.
I'm totally different from Zyquese. I have to let them know that it's not okay. I understand that y'all might feel that y'all have the power and y'all think y'all can just come and talk to me any type of way about racism, but what they have to understand is we are all equal, and that's where racism comes from. They don't think we're equal, but we really are. Yeah, I'm totally different.
Is that Serena? Let me ask this question. I'm getting ready to mess with you, right? Is that the Aliquippa in you, or is that something that you have acquired through family encounters, family conversations?
I'll say both.
Okay. Sarah?
I've actually had an encounter at work before with racism. Of course, the only thing I could do was walk away because workplace, I'll be called unprofessional. I'll be called, like you're not supposed to do that. That's wrong. So I have nothing to do but walk away from the situation.
Okay. EJ?
Honestly, there's not really a time I can remember of encountering racism, but if I was to, I feel like I don't feel like I could really say anything that would really stop them from doing it again. Because if it's a habit that they're used to, I don't feel like it's just gonna be broken by one person.
Jerron?
I'm a very verbal person. So, from all my encounters dealing with racism, I always gotta counteract. And I know that sounds like a bad thing, but I don't immediately jump to what they would think when they assault a black man. You would think, oh, they're automatically going to start getting aggressive. They're going to start snapping at me, going to start fighting, just proving their point. No, I hit them with solid facts, and then when they hear how intellectual highly I'm speaking, then they usually don't have retaliation to come back to, because then they look stupid while I'm sitting there just still minding my own business technically.
Okay. Serena, I want you to know that you have a consortium out here right now that is like, yeah, girl, that's right. Get them straight. And they're all female. Okay, I just want you to know that. All right. So go from there. Let me ask this next question to Zyquese. Do you struggle with knowing who you are when confronted with people who don't look at you as equal?
No, because I know who exactly I am.
I know that's right.
In case y'all don't know who that was, that was Minister Felicia Williams in the car with EJ talking about, can I get a witness? Okay, Jerron.
No, not at all. I have absolute pride in my identity, who I am, what I stand for. I don't care who comes at me. I know who I am. I know what I've done. You ain't got no facts on me.
Sarah.
Absolutely no. I am confident in myself. I know who I am. Can't tell me who I ain't.
Oh, Lord. EJ. I'm going to EJ next. So I'm going to save one for last.
Got her started, Pastor.
I don't even worry about them. They not doing nothing for me. So they not making me money. So I can't worry about that.
Exactly.
Oh. Yes, sir.
Lord,
I support that one.
You know what? I'm really scared to ask this last one but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Serena.
And you know, Pastor, I know who I am. I don't care about what nobody say. My grandma raised me to not care about what somebody say about me. I know who I am. I have my faith in God, and He gonna protect me through this. So anybody that come in my vicinity, I'ma act like I don't see you, incognito.
Yeah.
Y'all killing me. Y'all. This did not turn out like I thought it would, but I'm happy that it did. I really am. Well, that takes care of that next question. And they don't need me asking about, are you secure? Because all of you have basically said, yes, you are. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this question. I'm going to start with Serena. I'm going to get her out first, and we go from there. What do you think about Black Lives Matter?
I think it's a wonderful movement, to get our our voices out there heard, but I hate that it had to occur, that it started when Trayvon Martin passed. I think that we should have been doing this way far before, he went on, and then it started trickling down with too many. It's too many names that we have to say and to get justice for. I agree with it, but I also feel like that it should have occurred way before these souls were taken from this earth.
Very good. Zyquese.
I'm gonna have to agree with her too. I'm gonna have to agree. Like, I understand. I get how Black Lives Matter. My thing is, all lives matters too. But Black people lives matter as much as white people lives matter, or the Mexican lives matter, or the Latinos and all them.
Say that.
You got a amen corner going on right now, Zyquese. Way to go, man. Jerron.
So I get triggered with this because, like, I'm 100%. I support Black Lives Matter, but people always think the countermeasure is all lives matter, all lives are precious. Yes, this is absolutely solid fact. I agree with that, but you don't see everyone. You don't see white people dying on the news 24/7 every day. It's Black people being targeted through some of the most simplistic situations that can be handled through, honestly, some of the simplest things. So yes, I support Black Lives Matter because people who claim that we're making a big deal out of nothing, you don't see white people dying 24/7 any day. You see our people dying. It's becoming normalized that people are just, oh, there goes another black soul. No, that should not be the case at all. We should not
Amen.
become used to the
No,
fact that
that's right.
black people are just getting taken out every day, any other day. That's ridiculous to me.
EJ, what
I'm
you
like
think? Yeah.
I'm just like everybody else. I'm just like to touch on what Jerron said. I feel like some people just take it as a joke. Not even just white people. I feel like some black people take it as a joke too. And I feel like it's just swept under the rug as, oh well, they just want to make a ruckus or they just want a reason to riot. But no, like they don't take us serious still. So we need this movement, and I just feel like people just take it as a big joke when they need to take it serious. Because now is the time to really step up when our voices are really being heard. That's it.
Sarah.
I have to put everybody on this. Black Lives Matter is a wonderful movement. As Serena said, it should have happened before Trayvon Martin even died. It should have been a movement then. And now we have to say all these names, and it's a lot of names that we have to say as in this movement. I think it's a great movement. People's voices are being heard. But the only thing I don't like about it is when everybody's rallying for Black Lives Matter, it's like they get shot, they get tear gas, they get everything because of the movement and because of our voices being heard. That's how I feel.
Okay, very good. Very good. Let me ask this question. Because I need to ask this. Do you think the color of your skin will get in the way of your future? Zyquese.
Yes, because I think white people is more privileged than black people because I think white people got it easier than black people. We gotta. I think white people get stuff handed to them, and black people gotta work for everything they got.
EJ.
I feel like yeah, it will, because no matter like how smart I get or how successful you become, there's still gonna be those people that try to bring you down or try to corrupt what you're doing and try to stop your success. So I feel like yeah, sometimes it will get in the way.
Serena.
I do think it will get in the way based on our skin, but also for me being a female, it's difficult for us as well because it's put, it's a man's world, so the women cannot be up on the same platform as a man, and that's where a lot of issues come. We can have the same degree, we can have the same, experience in the same line of work, but because we are black, because we are women, we are not expected to have them intellectual things and be able to perform as well as a man in those stature.
James Brown said, "This is a man's world." That's the song. Okay. But he also said that it wouldn't be about nothing without a girl. I'm gonna leave that alone. So, as I was saying, Sarah, did I get you already?
No, sir, you didn't.
Okay, come on, Sarah.
I will say the color of my skin will get in the way of my future because the major I'm going in, major I go for is broadcast media with a minor in Spanish. Not a lot of people, as my skin color, will be bilingual in that industry. I just feel like, of course, white people will get privileged over me because of my skin color and because of what they are capable of, but they don't know what I'm capable of. They don't know, oh, maybe she can do this, maybe she can do that, and they never heard me do it because of my skin.
Oh, y'all got it going on. I'm so proud of y'all. But let me ask you this question, Jerron. Are you determined to succeed even if your skin color may get in the way?
Oh, absolutely. I do not believe I can be stopped by anyone who comes across my path. I see where I want to go. This is the path that God has given me. I'm not letting no one take that from me. No one. I've met many individuals who thought that I could not get anywhere where I am. They didn't think I was going to graduate high school. They thought I was going to immediately go into drinking, go into drugs. They thought I was going to fail. They immediately just looked down upon me. But when then I tell them I'm on the path to getting my degree in nursing and having minor psychology while having a 3.9 GPA in college, everyone looks at me surprised. I enjoy knocking people off their feet and just saying, "Told you."
That's it.
Is that EJ? Is that your mom still cutting up?
Yeah.
EJ, you're next.
What's up?
Are
Brandon?
you determined to succeed, even though you know your skin color may get in the way?
Oh, no doubt. Cause you know, I live out here in the hood, and you know, sometimes you just hear the gunshots and the struggle. It motivates you. And I'm tired of the struggle. I don't see myself struggling or my kids struggling in the future. So I'm gonna try to make sure they good. I'm gonna make sure my mama good, my family. I don't want to struggle ever in life. I want to have to ask, borrow, beg. So I'm just determined to make it. I can't do it.
Yes.
Preach.
There
Yeah.
we
Man.
go. Good word. Good word.
That's Mayor Brown when he does that. Okay, man. Y'all done got me so messed up. I done forgot.
Father,
Who did I miss? Zyquese.
Well, I'm determined because I ain't gonna let nobody get in my way of making my money or whatever. When I'll make my money, I'm gonna give back to the people who help me to succeed.
Sarah.
Absolutely, I will be. I will forward my future. My skin color should not determine what my future will tell me.
Mhm.
I feel as if I will absolutely go forward with my future with my skin color and be proud of who I am.
So none of you are going to allow the racistic system that's in place to stand in your way. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh no, never.
Oh nah.
What do you think it takes to succeed in a white racistic world? EJ.
The ability to just turn your cheek the other way and just stay out drama.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, EJ, I'm not even gonna tell you what just happened. Okay, I know you can see him. Okay, but I, you know what? Okay, Zyquese. What? I done forgot myself. What does knowing that we live in a racistic world? What do you believe it takes for you to succeed, even when you know people are against you or racism is against you?
The goals you set out in life, you go chase those goals. You don't care what nobody say, who brings you down, who knocks you down. You go chase those goals.
Serena.
I would say perseverance. Like I said, like he said, like he said, you know, goals. Once you set the goals, you got to keep going. You can't stop. You can't let none of these racial things come and stop you. And also being strong, having a strong foundation in your faith with God. That's going to get you through a lot of things that comes your way. Because once you have Him on your side, nobody can bother you.
Very good. Did I get you, Sarah?
No, you did not.
Okay, here we are. Here we are, Sarah.
I said, of course, go after your goals, go after your dreams. Nobody should be able to tell you you can't go after what you want to do, what you believe you need to do. I've had people in my life tell me before, like, you don't go after those dreams, you go after something else. Everybody wanted me to do something else with my life, but I am here and I am almost done with college, so like, go after your dreams. Don't nobody tell you anything different.
Jerron.
Hard work, dedication, determination. Winning's completed by taking as many hits from life as you can and still getting up, still getting forward. Achievements plays a big role as well, but another thing that is important to me is durability as well. Because if you don't develop durability, you can't take anything. The first hit you get hit with, you're down. But people who've been through wars and battles, been through it all, those are the ones who develop the strong principles and morality to push through and develop the stronger faith with God to do what they need to do.
I got one more question. I got one more. The question is, are you self-determined or do you need others to determine yourself?
Repeat the question.
That's deep, sir.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes,
deep.
I got him. Yes. I'm going to let that sink in for just a second. Hold on.
I need to repeat.
Can you repeat the question?
I sure am. Are you self-determined, or do you need other people to determine yourself? That psychology major, you got to think about that. Because is your determination self-motivated, or is your determination motivated by outside sources or outside people? I didn't say to help you, but to determine your direction. EJ. Oh, yeah, I'm going to start with you.
Most of us don't have the funding.
What?
What was that?
Funding for what?
Who said something about funding?
I mean, you trying to donate to me. I'm get it.
Okay. EJ, can you hear me? No. Okay, we got some technical difficulties with EJ. Zyquese,
Satan.
are you self-determined, or do you need others to determine yourself?
I'm gonna say both.
And unless you're hosting a talk show or you're a
That's somebody's radio.
Yeah, that's a radio.
That's a man. I was flowing, man, and then the radio show came on.
Just take it and put it back.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? My bad.
Okay, EJ, hold on for a second, Zyquese. EJ, are you self-determined, or do you need other people to determine yourself? Here's what I'm saying. The goals you have, are they your goals or someone else's goals?
They're my goals. Cause I'm very prideful, and I don't like people like. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like help all like that. I like to do stuff by myself. So I'm very like self-determined to get where I need to be or do whatever I need to do.
look at the way you are penalized on social media.
I'm gonna say both because like sometimes you can do it all yourself, but you're gonna have to have help. And you're gonna have to have people to tell you how to do it, or you need advice and stuff like that.
Jerron.
I gotta lean more towards a balance of both because, yes, everyone's individually strong enough to do whatever goals they have set in mind to do what they need to do. Absolutely. But at the same time, having the support of others to help you out as you get through that goal, because everyone needs support as you go along with something. It plays a big detrimental part in development. But at the same time, your goals should be your own individual goals. If you allow people just to influence what path you take, that can lead to complications to your own development. So you need to have an isolated set of goals, rules for yourself before you allow other individual thoughts to come into play.
Sarah.
I'm leaning towards both as well. Of course, you can have your own goals and what you want to do in life, but also you should have maybe help. Maybe you could turn to somebody and say, "Hey, am I doing this right? Or can you help me with this? Can you guide me with this?" But still have your own goals.
And last but not least, Serena.
I would have to agree. Also, with leaning towards both, it's always good to have a strong foundation and support system, but you also want to make sure that you are following the goals that you set upon yourself instead of taking what their goals are for you and applying that into your life. I mean, it's okay to apply some of those goals that they are instilling, but you also want to have a strong foundation of what you want to see yourself persevere in life, your goals, your aspirations, your morals, your values. You want to have those of your own, but also incorporating those of others to compile your whole life.
Very good. That's the end of the questioning. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask all of you to just hang in there for a little bit as I get ready to put you backstage. But ladies and gentlemen who have been participating in I just lost EJ in this, could you just, and I see some of you are doing it right now, could you just like give some kudos and applause and accolades and all that other kind of stuff for these young people? I'm telling you right now, I am proud of each and every one of them. I am so grateful to God that He's allowed me as their pastor to be a part of their life. I pray that I've been an influence in their lives along with the Union Church. Okay. And so, man, y'all, the future of being Black and the future of this nation, I believe, is in good hands. Okay. So I'm going to put all of you backstage. So y'all give me just a minute and then I'll be back to talk to you once we get off air. Okay. All right. I am so proud of the young people that Union has, and I am so godly proud of who they are, where they're going, and how determined they are to get there. And we can learn from them. We can garner some stick-to-itiveness and determinations from them. None of them knew what these questions were going to be ahead of time. And so the answers that they gave were the answers that were within them. So I want you to continue to pray for each and every one of them, that God will continue to bless and keep them. And we are grateful to God for those of you who have supported this out of others that are coming, so that our young people as well can share where they are, where they want to get there, and how we can partner with them to make sure it comes to pass. Listen, you have a blessed evening. I'm going to go back and talk to these young people for a second, and then I'm going to let them go because it's Mother's Day, and I don't want these moms mad at me because I kept their kids and grandkids too long. Y'all be blessed. May God bless you and keep you, is our prayer. For those young people, just hang in there for a minute. I'll be there in just a second.